Welcome to Good Times with Alex and Ryan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit those notification bell. And, my name is Ryan Sprague. You can find me on any social media at Ryan W. Sprague. This is my wife, special guest, Diana, whom I love very much. And Alex?
My name is Alex Vanover. You can follow me on Twitter at Vandollar15 and YouTube at Alex Vanover.
Woo! You know your YouTube now.
I know now. I looked.
That's why everything for me is Diana Sprague.
Diana D. Sprague sometimes, because there's other Diana Spragues.
Just one up in her, huh, Ryan? Trying to make her look bad?
I'm not giving out my email.
Yeah, Ryan.
Unless you want me to.
Yeah, unless it's a business inquiry, Ryan.
Business inquiry.
Yeah, don't be a puke.
All right, so we brought her in today because we are going to talk about our significant others and how we met.
All
I
right.
just found this out when I went to get a snack in the kitchen.
She did zero prep, as did I.
Well, she's good enough. She's a superstar. You can follow her on YouTube.
At Diana Sprague. No.
Nice.
So, yeah, what? Oh, yeah, she was dating someone else, and I stole her from him.
What?
Yeah, a whole year after we broke up. No, but the best. Yeah, your lights play. The best part was, so there was a guy I was dating, and Ryan was like the same. They were on the same floor freshman year, and you know how for them that's like BFFs for life or 4 years. So, my current boyfriend and I don't know how you ended up tagging along, but we went to a Simon and Garfunkel concert, their farewell tour.
I love Simon Garfunkel. My favorite song is Groovy. Ever. I think that might be my favorite song ever made. No, I love it.
It was my idea. That's why you came along.
So I tagged along.
Yes. I found the concert. I got the tickets. And I said, hey, I know Brian likes these.
Did you ask her? Did you tag along because secretly you wanted to be around Diana?
No.
No, we were not. Like, so while I was dating this other guy, I think we met like 3 times, maybe.
Okay.
And he, Ryan's, the big talker in big groups. So I knew like nothing about him, and he's, so when he did talk, it was like random things. So what did happen is, so when I went through this breakup, like it like broke my heart. I was pathetic, whatever.
Bastard.
Came out stronger. What's funny is we ended up eating at the cafeteria at the same point. We kind of knew each other. So we sat at the table and we had this conversation, and it was like, oh, that's cool. I was single, but we weren't interested. He told me later, he walked away being like, I don't know why Brian, somebody broke up with her. I mean, I would never date her, but she's nice.
Oh, man.
She didn't know that. I was I waited till I was married and had her before I said it.
No, I don't think so.
You waited until you were married to ask her out?
No, before I told her that story.
I found out that story post.
Okay. Wait, so when did you decide to finally ask her out?
Well, so the first time so this was our senior year in college. At Christmas, I had a graduation party.
Okay.
Because I graduated a little early, and my roommate's boyfriend is also one of his good friends. So he invited him over. And this is the first picture. Yeah, Brian, we got noise control going on over there.
Take it, Diana.
So one of the first pictures we have together, it just cracks me up because it's one of like you're at a party, so you're like taking pictures, and these are back, on our phones, or not phones, cameras. Like I had a digital camera. Okay, now we're like in the dark. That ain't gonna work. He's upset. So you can do like one light on. So I just remember, like, we're standing there. It's like, hey, it's my friend, her boyfriend, and Ryan's just there. And he's holding, because I'm a cheapo, right? And I had went and gotten like Dollar Tree Mountain Dew for a party.
Oh, gosh.
And he said,
Alpine Mist.
this tastes just like Mountain Dew, guys. This tastes Ryan and his nice family never had to buy like store brand soda apparently.
Yeah.
Guys, that's one of my first memories.
He's all, guys, this peasant soda, this horrible soda made for poor people tastes almost okay.
Drinking out of a Mountain Dew?
It's Mountain Lightning, Francis.
I can't afford Mountain Dew! Okay? The economy's rough right now!
It's not organic or anything, but...
Organic Mountain Dew.
No, at the time, Ryan was really into organics and, like, healthy stuff.
I remember. 100%. I remember. Yes. Yes.
Huh.
So did he ask you out there, or did
Yes.
you?
He came over and played games with us the next night, and then he and I we went to a movie. We went and watched. Was it Walk the Line?
Yeah, Walk the Line. That was our first movie.
Oh, and before that,
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And what also? This was that whole we were friends, kind of thing, and I told him I had never seen, or I'd only seen the first of The Godfather.
I don't know. I think it was on AMC, wasn't it?
No, you had them.
I had it. I had the
because he's like,
Godfathers.
oh, I have The Godfather. So I think we made watching The Godfathers take 5 times.
Because it was a whole series.
Diana, don't be so hard on yourself. Godfather, back when Ryan and I were kids, had 9 VHS tapes. It was like 14 hours long.
Yeah.
Don't be hard on yourself at all.
No, but
Nobody's seen it all.
We did.
We did, yeah.
It's not really
You want to come over and watch more of The Godfather?
Okay.
Yeah. Godfather. Woo!
So my roommate was so I'm a very straightforward person.
No.
But not like this straightforward, but pretty straightforward. And she was even like, Diana, you need to play a little harder to get. And I'm like, well, if he says, do you want to hang out? And I want to hang out, I'm going to say yes.
Exactly.
I don't understand. And Ryan's like, well, I don't care. I just wouldn't have. I'm like, whatever, and moved on.
Oh, man. Wait, so did you ask him out, Diana?
No. Okay, so this is how we just
I don't
would go
like
hang
awkwardness.
out.
So I just said, hey, you're my girlfriend.
No. This is what happened. It got brought up. Wait till you find out how he proposed.
No,
Ariel.
well, we haven't got there yet. We'll get there. That's because we'll get there.
I want to get to the asking out part first.
No. Well, we count as our first date on Valentine's Day. He did invite me over for a meal, but we hadn't had what they call back there, the DTR.
Yeah, that was so dumb.
This was
those.
really big on Christian universities. It's defining the relationship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Horribly stupid.
So, I was given a book called "I Kissed Dating Goodbye" by my pastor.
Oh yeah. Was that in a book? Is that why everyone was doing it?
No. But
I was given a book.
Yeah, that was not a very good book. But anyway,
I guess I shouldn't be so hard on it because people were like, I did that.
Well, I could go off on a whole nother spiel.
Me, it wasn't my thing. Let me soften it a bit. It wasn't my thing.
Okay. All right.
Are we done?
So yeah, I want to hear her story.
So our DTR went like this. We were talking about people when they're in that between the dating and friendship. And Ryan goes, and I was like, oh, kind of like us. He's like, yeah, I just call you my girlfriend. It's easier. I'm like, okay.
And then that was how he asked you out.
That was it, baby.
Wow. Boom.
Yeah.
Just like a Band-Aid, rip that sucker off.
Yeah, that's right.
But he had already made me dinner. He invited me over for Valentine's Day, made me dinner. It was a bit of a flop.
I liked it.
If every girl that I had invited over for dinner to my house that I wasn't actually dating thought we were dating, I would have had literally 200 girlfriends.
Yes, but did you do it on Valentine's Day?
No, my MO was
a little different.
My MO was breaking up with girls on Valentine's Day.
Oh, classy.
I got to keep my options open, baby, and I wasn't always the man I am today, and I'm gonna own it, okay? And I don't like the judgment coming from you two.
Hey.
No,
I think it's time to DTR
24
us.
hours. I'm saying 24 hours. That's all you had to do, give or take. Away for Valentine's Day.
I broke up with a girl, Nicole, my girlfriend now. I broke up with her on Valentine's Day because I said that I talked to my therapist. My therapist being Josh Wagner, and my therapist said that I should be single at the time and focus on myself. And I know Nicole brings that up all the time, and she like
counseling or something. Like
what's that?
Wasn't he? I thought he took teacher.
He is a counselor. He's a counselor.
Oh,
he is a counselor.
That kind of works.
But he was, my best friend, and I was living with him, so not exactly my counselor.
Yeah.
There's a what do you call it? With conflict of interest right there.
Yeah. Whenever I needed a note from a doctor, I would just be like, "Hey, Josh, give me that legal pad you got over there. Write something down. I need to get out of this situation. Jot your John Hancock down on. Let's get the hell out of here." Wait, so now you guys are together because he asked you out on Valentine's Day. How did he propose to you?
Oh,
Okay.
Wait. So.
Neither of us. Yes. So neither of us had actually kissed before, even though I had a boyfriend.
Oh, the first kiss.
This is so. I there were a couple times I tried to make a move on Ryan, but he after we'd been dating, because I was like, let's do this. But
Look, I'm ready to smooch.
So, to be honest, Ryan in general has been more of the romantic than I am. I'm not so good living in the moment, that kind of thing. Valentine's Day actually isn't a huge deal for me, although I always
That's my boy.
So you can give them to me. But Ryan wanted to save it for something special. He didn't really tell me this. But what happened was my sister is in Seattle, Tacoma for school, and she invited us to their dance because it was at the Space Needle.
Oh, nice! Like up on the top in the restaurant up there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
that's cool. That place is expensive, man, but it's nice. It's got a great view, obviously.
For us, it was free.
It must have been cheap. We probably paid, like you pay for tickets or something.
I thought we got a VIP.
We'll say that, yeah. I don't remember.
I don't know, whatever it was cool.
So we were up there.
Except she's not. She doesn't like dancing.
I'm not.
And stuff. And I love dancing.
Nicole doesn't dance either. I tried to get her to dance a couple times, and she just turns red and awkwardly kind of like tries to move a little bit, and I'm just
that's her. That's Diana.
Yeah, I'm full on Kevin James.
Running around her like, you can dance if you want to. You can leave this world behind.
Because if you don't dance, then you're no girlfriend of mine.
No, so we had a leaders retreat for Plexus, and like there's these dance nights, and my friends are just dying because they're like, come on, Diana. So I'm like, okay. And then Brian's there, like just having fun. They're like, see? Where the rest of the time, Ryan's just sitting there like this. But the music comes on, and it's like,
don't know where I got Thomas. Okay, so we're on the Space Needle.
Okay.
Yes. And so that we were dancing, and he tried to kiss me.
Well, no, we did kiss.
Did you kiss him back?
But but it was horrible. Because that was my first kiss.
So neither of us had kissed, and then I just remember it was like,
we clanked teeth.
Oh yeah, we did. I forgot.
Yeah.
The horrible.
You're like, don't worry about it. We've got years and years and years to perfect this.
But neither of us are like in the small teeth department. So.
I kissed a girl one time in high school, and we clicked teeth, and it was not good, and I actually was bleeding a little bit from my lip. And then my friend was like, hey, you just kissed so-and-so, and I'm like, I know, it was awesome. But bleeding all over the place.
Well, it could have been worse.
No, I was bleeding from mine. It was terrible. And then there was a time in high school, there was a Sadie Hawkins dance, and you could lock a girl or boy into the jail, and you would have to buy tickets. You'd have to buy tickets to get them out, and you would exchange the tickets for a kiss. So I was not very experienced in the kissing department either in high school, and that was like a girl came up and bought a ticket to kiss me to get me out of jail, and I seriously weighed the pros and cons of should I take this kiss or just wait, stay in my entire jail sentence.
Oh.
I was that awkward and nervous. I didn't know how to handle that situation.
Yeah.
So,
No.
yeah, it was bad.
No.
It was highly romantic. Good story.
Okay, so you guys kiss at the dance.
I say something very corny and I'm embarrassed about.
But you see, I liked it, but I didn't really, because he used to be really good with the one-liners, but he didn't beat himself up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the force is strong with that one. He used to be. He used to be able to just zip one-liners out of his mouth like a snake.
Oh, shit.
Fork-tongued devil.
I'm learning.
So how did you propose to her?
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Do we have to?
Yeah, because I want to hear this.
I try to make it as best as possible.
Okay, well,
I try.
But the leading up to it is good.
Yes.
Okay.
So we got engaged fairly quickly because when Ryan knows what Ryan wants, Ryan gets what Ryan wants.
It's just shotgun wedding.
So February we claim we're officially dating. It's the end of May that we do end up getting engaged. But what happened is that school's over. I'm back up at my parents' house at the time, although I was going to go to California for the summer to be a camp counselor. And I've been talking to Ryan, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to go to California and visit some friends. I'm like, okay, whatever. And we had talked, obviously, about, like, should we get married, whatever. And
okay.
I was at some friend's house hanging out, like, on a Friday night.
Oh, no, I said...
Well, I'm not done. Oh.
About your dad. I said, nah, I'm not going to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because I was like, well, shouldn't you come talk to my dad? Because he would have to talk to my dad first, right?
Okay.
Well, maybe later. I don't know. And so then I'm at my friend's house, and then my mom. No,
but you're at your friend's house.
I'm gonna tell
I gotta get to my story before you get to that story.
I know. Okay.
You're at your friend's house. Let me get me to your friend's house.
I'm gonna tell that story.
No, I'm gonna get me to my
communicate
friend's.
So well.
I'm gonna get me to your friend's house, and you can talk from there. Okay.
After you guys kissed, when did Ryan purchase the his and her mouth guard? So the next time you guys kissed, you didn't clack teeth.
We just went for lots of practice over extra equipment.
Ryan's like, check it out, babe. I got you a pink mouth guard and I've got a blue one because I'm a boy. Anyway, go ahead. All
right. So I got an interview for a job in Portland. So I'm like, okay, I'll do an interview and then I'll fly over to Diana's house and ask her dad.
But I didn't know that. I thought he was going to California.
I've only been to her house. She drove me to her house once. I wasn't sure where it's at, but that never stops me. Like, I don't know where it's at. Oh, well, I'm going. So
I'm aware of this.
Yeah, it's bad.
so
I'm aware of your driving situation.
So
go ahead.
No, but then so I go to the Portland, do my interview, hop on a plane to Wenatchee, get in a taxi, and I'm like, I think you head past the bridge. And he's like, okay. So we'll go past the bridge. And I think you go it's kind of like by a lake. He's like, okay, we go by a lake.
It's a little outside of Wenatchee.
I think it's down there. And we eventually get to the house.
And then my mom always does exercises. Like she's in the living room, like stretching in her like sweatpants and stuff. She looks out, and my mom is like a cool cat with this kind of.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
She looks out, she's Ryan get out of the taxi, and she's like, "Oh, Matt, I think there's someone here for you." She knew that Ryan was, even though I had to, like, she just put it together. I was just laughing.
Oh, so she knew that he was coming to like.
Well,
ask.
she just figured it out real fast because she knew my side. I thought he wasn't coming, but she knew that we were talking about getting married. So as soon as she sees him pull up in a taxi, she's like, "Oh, must be here to talk to Matt."
If Ryan's going to ask for his lady's hand in style, only the best that he's going to show up in a yellow cab taxi. Only the best. Ryan, I took a girl to an employee banquet dinner at the Red Lion in a limousine one year, and I got a tux.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, good for you, buddy. Good.
Listen, what's the difference between me and you?
A tux.
That, pal, a tux. The lady who sells the tuxes had my size on speed dial because I had went to like 5 proms in a row. So it's like, oh, the Alex special.
Okay. So I was dressed up. I just had an interview, but not a tux.
You're looking good.
I wouldn't go to an interview in a tux. I did probably have better hair. I mean, it wasn't all shaggy, you know. Scooby. All right. So I get there. I asked his dad. He's like, oh, what? Really? Okay. He didn't really know what to say. He was like, okay.
My mom's the talker out of my parents.
Yeah.
And your mom's like fit as heck, and she's like ready to pounce on this guy if the
her?
romance isn't right.
She was exercising.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So what happened?
So then you ask, right?
Yeah, but you weren't there. You were at your friend's.
I was at my friend's house.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm a partier.
Yeah.
We're having a bonfire or whatever. So next thing I know, Ryan and my mom and like sisters, because they came to like drop him off to see my face. They're like walking across the yard at my friend's house. I'm like, Ryan! You know, all my friends actually hadn't met him because they were like my Wenatchee hometown friends. And they were like, oh, Ryan! You know, like yeah. So then we're hanging out and then we drive home. Now, at the time, I drove a Cadillac DeVille.
Nice.
Getting the picture? Big
Classic.
car.
Yeah.
Awesome. I could fit everyone in there comfortably, driving like this, heading home. And my husband, this guy looks over at me. He's like, so Diana, I know you're just waiting for me to ask you. So will you marry me? And I literally go like this.
Oh,
I just look at him and he's like, just say yes. Like that's what he said.
That he asked you while you're driving everybody in the car?
No. It was just me and him.
Okay.
But it's a big car. So it's not like I'm like, I've got to keep the hands on, on the wheel.
Wow.
So I don't even say anything. I just look at him. He's like, just say yes. I'm like, yes.
Did you have a ring? Did you have?
So he didn't know me well enough to know that I'm very indecisive. So he's like, oh, then we'll go pick out the ring together. But I was like, sure, that's pretty.
We got an awesome ring.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that story.
She lost it.
That's all right.
I'm not, like I said about the girly thing.
Ryan's so romantic. He is so lucky to have someone like you. That is just amazing.
It's just, I was just like, hey, we're not wasting time on this. Come on, girl. Let's go.
You're like
my wife.
That's why we had to really up that story about him coming and ask my dad, because we had to save him as much as possible. And the thing about
at least he asked your dad though, because that's shows a lot of respect. That's good work.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Thanks,
good job, Ryan.
Thank you. All right, now we got to hear your story.
Mine's not as eventful as yours, but when
wait, so your girlfriend is related
Nicole.
To Brian? Sister?
No. Wait, what?
Brian Webb?
I didn't say it.
No.
Not
Nicole.
Really at all.
No, Nicole is from Albany.
I don't know these things, okay?
No, Nicole's from Albany, and when I moved to Monmouth from North Bend and Coos Bay, I moved in with Josh and
a counselor.
And my counselor. I was so lucky. I lived with my counselor. I could lay down on his couch at any point and tell him my problems for free. So I moved in with Josh, but after about a month or two, I started a Plenty of Fish account. And Plenty of Fish is like a dating app.
Oh.
And I started a Plenty of Fish account, and I actually sent like 2 emails out the same night. I sent one to Nicole, and I sent one to her roommate, and I didn't know they were roommates. And you were like, when you do Plenty of Fish, you're able to give virtual teddy bears. So I gave a virtual teddy bear to her roommate.
And not her?
And not her, but I didn't know they lived together and were friends. So her friend was like, this guy's a douchebag. And then Nicole's like, I don't know. I think I'm going to say yes and go out with him. So
he doesn't like gifts.
I don't know. Well, she gives me crap all the time about how I gave her friend a teddy bear, but I've bought her so many teddy bears in real life. She has like a wall. She has more stuffed animals from me than like a 7-year-old has from their father. And they all have,
You said you think that, but
yeah, well, maybe they all have names too. We've named all of them. It's crazy, but like so she came over for a date, and our first date was actually a walk because this was a point in my life when I was trying to get sober and trying to exercise, but it wasn't really sticking. But she met me right at that moment when I was trying to better myself. And
she's like, I'm bettering myself. I'm going to find me a girl.
Yeah, yeah. And then she has stuck with me through all of my, like, she was there with me 5 years ago when I was still trying to, like, drink but control it. And she was there with me when I was drinking after work and falling down in a in a big field of grass and getting pulled over walking home. I actually got pulled over walking drunk.
What would they do? What are they
just I knew him from the golf course.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, Alex, you're freaking drunk. You need to go home." Oh. And I'm like, "I'm trying to go home, but I can't walk because I fell in this field."
Wow.
Yeah. So Nicole like was with me through thick and thin, all the good, all the bad. So she's been amazing.
Awesome.
And she's gonna hate to hear this story because you guys are married and we're not. So she's gonna. This is a very sore subject, Ryan.
But maybe it's coming. How long have you been
apparently
dating?
You don't have to be really fancy with proposals.
Oh yeah, I could just ask her while she's driving me down to 7-Eleven for a quarter pounder or something. No, so we've been together for 8 years.
Oh wow.
Almost 9 actually. We got together in like the end of 2011-ish, or maybe the very beginning.
We left Oregon.
2012.
End of 2011, and Alex had to fill that hole.
I filled the void. I felt it was like when it was like when Anakin killed all the Jedis in the Institute. I could just feel that there was something wrong when you guys left. I knew it. I was like Princess Padme or whatever her name is. Why did you do it, Ryan? But we're still, we're obviously still together, and things are really good. And we have 2 animals. Sophie and a Binks, so I got a little cat and a little dog, and I'm happy. And I was actually going to we were going to try to think about progressing towards marriage before the coronavirus thing happened, and then everything went to hell in a handbasket. So
you forgot to mention that she can save lives with essential oils.
She can save lives, but she would have tried to save the wedding with essential oils too.
Everyone would be in a great mood.
But she wouldn't mind if I cleared off a bit. Wouldn't mind a nice blue.
Her wedding.
Oh my gosh, she would just rub a little dab on each one's big toe, and then she's gonna get busted for assault one of these days though, because she's gonna rub oils on someone that doesn't want it, and she's gonna like, "Officer, she held me down and rubbed lavender all over my index finger. What the hell?"
But then I didn't care because I felt so relaxed.
Yeah, I felt so good. I dozed off after that.
Yay.
So Ryan, tell me, now that I've learned how you met your wife, can you tell me how you met your barber and why you don't actually talk to your barber anymore?
Oui.
Okay, you know who his barber is right now.
Is it you?
I've cut his hair for like 5 years.
Oh, really? Well, Ryan, you were telling me.
Well, I was telling you what I said.
You were telling me you hadn't got a haircut because of the lockdown, Ryan. Were you fibbing to me?
Whoa, I am capable. I don't think I said that, though.
Ryan, we're going to have to replay the tape, and if you did say that, then we're going to have to play it right there.
You sure I didn't say that?
That's okay. That's all right.
When we got married, I told Ryan...
That would be two lies.
We got married. I was like, Ryan, I will never cut your hair. I don't do that, blah, blah, blah. And then we got even more poor. And I was like, okay, I don't want to spend $20.
Well, okay, here's a story.
Bad haircut.
Here's a story. I felt bad for the guy, but his arm stopped working. And so to shave...
The barber?
Yes. To shave my hair, to work, he lifted his arm with his other arm and did this.
I don't remember this.
Because you weren't there.
You didn't
that
tell
was
me this.
The last time When the last time I got a haircut.
So the bar. What did he have? Like
He got
what
in a
was wrong
wreck
with
or
him?
something, and he could use his arm, so he lifted his arm.
Dude, somebody that was close to him should have been like, "Hey man, the dream is over. It's time to hang up the shears, bud. Hang that barber cape up and put that hot lather machine out to pasture. You're done, pal. If you have to pick your arm up to cut someone's hair, it's over. The dream is over. Game over, bud."
I felt bad. I still gave him a tip, but
Yeah, but it's actually not too bad once you get used
But
to
I've
it.
just had a lot of bad experiences.
So,
with farmer.
Eventually, I was like, "Wait, I can do this."
If I have bad, I might as well just have her do it.
Oh yeah, might as well.
Dude,
I was like,
she's
"Wait,
better.
I've
bad
got a lot more."
haircuts. Bad haircuts are the worst because you have to pay them for it, and it's socially awkward because you don't want to confront them about the bad haircut, and then you have to tip them for the bad haircut. The whole thing sucks.
Oh, it does. It does. And one time I went. My mom was like, "Hey, guess what? You know they have really cheap." Because I'm like, "Oh, I'm up to save $1 or $2. They have really cheap
I think
haircuts
I told you to go there.
at the beauty school over in North Bend."
Oh man, here we are, the old Griff Seafood.
That's the yellow. That yellow's
No,
one.
something. And so I was like, "Yeah, I just want like a this size on top." And this, she just like shaves it off.
Dude, Ryan, there's a reason that they have mannequin heads they practice on, dude.
She shaved my hair.
It was bad.
Free dental work, free haircuts, just say no, but
Apparently.
neither one are for us. We're not that poor yet. You don't have to have, dental work or haircuts. No way. My mom used to tell me, she's like, "Alex, there's certain things you can go generic on. Never go generic on toilet paper or cheese." Because it's like, you get a bad brick of cheese, that's just a game changer because now your sandwiches are in the shitter. And, you get some bad toilet paper, then you're chafing your booty. And the last thing you want to do is have that, because just never go cheap on those things. But we're going to add dentistry and haircuts to the list now. So
Okay.
RIP, Mom. I'm adding 2 more things to the list. I can't insult you because you're gone, but I'm adding them.
All righty. Well, I think we've learned a lot. Got a lot of good stories. Hey, thanks for everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you next either Wednesday or Wednesday or Sunday, and
Or whatever.
or whenever. But listen, we really appreciate you tuning in. We will see you. Have a good day.
See you later, guys.